Ever since the very first chapter of One Piece, one question has echoed through the hearts of fans for decades. What are Shanks' true intentions for Luffy? On the surface, it seems simple. He's the cool, laid-back pirate mentor who inspired our hero, gave him his iconic straw hat, and sacrificed an arm for him. He's waiting for Luffy to become a great pirate and return the hat. But as the story has unfolded, we've learned that nothing in the world of One Piece is ever that simple, especially when it involves a Yonko. Let's rewind to the beginning. Shanks and his crew were stationed in Fuchsia Village for a whole year. A Yonko crew just hanging out in the East Blue, the weakest of all seas. Why? It seems incredibly random, unless Shanks was there for a specific reason, and that reason, it turns out, was the Gomu Gomu no Mi, or as we now know it, the human fruit, model, Nika. The world government had been chasing this fruit for 800 years. Shanks, a former apprentice on Roger's ship, likely knew its true importance. He stole it from a government vessel, which is a massive risk even for an emperor. He wasn't just collecting random devil fruits, he was after the fruit. So Shanks had the Nika fruit. What was his plan? Did he intend to eat it himself, or find a worthy successor for it? This is where Luffy stumbles into the picture. A kid who accidentally eats the most important devil fruit in the world. Shanks' reaction is priceless pure shock. But what happens next is what truly sets the stage. Instead of being angry or trying to retrieve the fruit, Shanks seems to embrace the situation. He takes a liking to Luffy, sees the boy's pure heart and ambition, which mirrors his old captain, Goldie Roger. This leads us to the pivotal moment, Shanks sacrificing his arm to save Luffy from the Lord of the Coast. Many fans have pointed out that a pirate of Shanks' caliber and have easily dealt with a simple sea king without losing a limb. So was it a genuine moment of weakness, or was it a calculated investment? Shanks himself calls it a bet on the new era. He wasn't just saving a kid. He was investing his very body into the person he believed could carry the will of the future. By giving Luffy his straw hat, the hat he inherited from Roger Shanks wasn't just giving him a keepsake. He was passing on a legacy, a promise, and a massive burden. Think about it, Shanks essentially set Luffy on his path. He gave him the goal, bring this hat back to me when you become a great pirate. This wasn't just a friendly challenge. It was a roadmap. It guided Luffy, pushed him to get stronger, to gather a crew, and to aim for the very top. Shanks knew that the owner of the Nika fruit would be a central figure in the coming dawn of the world, and he needed that person to be someone with the right heart and determination. Luffy fit the bill perfectly. Now, let's fast forward. Throughout Luffy's journey, Shanks has been a shadowy guardian angel. He stopped Kaido from interfering at Marineford. Why? To clear the path for Luffy and the Whitebeard pirates. He ended the war at Marineford itself, saving countless lives, including Luffy's. He didn't even meet Luffy then, saying it was not yet time. This reinforces the idea that Shanks has a specific timeline in mind, a grand plan that requires Luffy to grow and reach a certain level on his own. His actions are always about maintaining a certain balance in the world, while subtly nudging things in Luffy's favor. He's like a master chess player, moving pieces on a global scale. He met with Whitebeard to warn him about Blackbeard, knowing the Chaos Teach would unleash. He even went to the Gorosei, the highest authority of the world government, to talk about a certain pirate. Who else could that be but Luffy, or perhaps Blackbeard? This shows Shanks is willing to play all sides to achieve his goal. He's not a simple, benevolent hero, he is a pragmatic and powerful political player. So what is the endgame? One popular theory is that Shanks is grooming Luffy to be the one who finally fulfills Roger's and Joy Boy's promise. Roger was too early. He had the knowledge of the Void Century, but he didn't have the power of the Nika fruit or the ancient weapons. Shanks, having been there, knows what's needed. He needs someone to find the One Piece, learn the true history, and have the power to liberate the world. He's betting everything on Luffy being that person. But this leads to a darker possibility. Is Shanks the final gatekeeper? To truly become the Pirate King and surpass Roger, Luffy will have to surpass the man who set him on his path. The promise to return the hat might not be a friendly reunion. It could be the condition for a final confrontation. A battle between student and master, the new generation versus the old. Shanks might be the ultimate test for Luffy, forcing him to prove he is truly worthy of carrying the Dawn. Remember what Mihawk said to Zoro, that he would wait at the top for Zoro to surpass him. Shanks and Luffy's relationship could be a grander version of that. A clash between them seems almost inevitable. Shanks' crew, especially Ben Beckman, has been hyped up to be incredibly powerful. A full-on battle between the Straw Hat Pirates and the red-haired pirates would be a spectacle for the ages, and a fitting final trial before Luffy reaches Laugh Tale. Another angle to consider is Shanks' own lineage. The reveal that he is a Thigh Garland, a family of celestial dragons, throws everything into question. Was his entire life a rebellion against his heritage? Is he trying to dismantle the system from the outside? This would give his actions an even deeper meaning. He isn't just helping Luffy for the sake of a new era. He's orchestrating the downfall of the very institution he was born into. His investment in Luffy is an investment in freedom from the chains of the world nobles. So is Shanks a friend, a mentor, a final boss, or a master manipulator? The answer is probably all of the above. He's a complex character who genuinely cares for Luffy, but also has a massive, world-changing agenda. He placed a bet, and he's been patiently watching, waiting, and subtly influencing the world to ensure his bet pays off. He gave Luffy the fruit, the hat, the dream, and the motivation. Now, he's waiting at the finish line. The reunion won't just be about returning a hat. It will be the culmination of a promise made decades ago, a test of strength and will, and the moment the new era he bet on finally arrives. The truth is, Shanks' greatest gift to Luffy wasn't his hat or his arm. It was the entire world stage, perfectly set for the rise of the sun god, Nika. What do you guys think? Is Shanks the ultimate ally or the final obstacle? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more One Piece deep dives.